Chortle Games. Sorry, I kind of took
That's
your
us.
thing there. Uh, we're playing the Division, and I've got Steven from Chortle Games here with me.
That's me. That's me. Sorry, I was reading something.
Okay,
Um,
you're
but
good.
I'm trying to figure out if this stream's even going through because my internet may or may not be absolutely crapping up a storm tonight. So
Oh, that's
if
nice.
if it's running well, please let me know in the chat. That'd be great.
Well,
So what are we
mine
doing?
is live. We're doing bank headquarters to start because it's the daily hard mission.
Excellent. Give me just a sec because I might have to make some changes to my build. Well, a change. I've decided to not run Motherly Love
Oh, really?
because I think that an extra 15% damage from all sources is pretty nice, but I just don't feel confident with any of the guns, like any shotgun or sniper rifle being my
Ugh,
main.
I'm already down.
That's what you get when you run
Well,
off
no,
without me.
well, the problem is that this build that I'm trying to run is just
Hey,
not,
Slingshot Puppet, thanks for the
not good.
update.
Yeah, the build I'm trying to run is not fleshed out at all, so it's not gonna be good enough. So I'll probably switch it up. And I'm with you. I'm not really a big fan of the marksman rifles or the shotguns.
Yeah, I like the shotguns. Well, I like both gun categories, but for what I'm doing, because combining True Patriot with Motherly Love isn't the best idea because True Patriot's about hitting frequently, and Motherly Love is like, hey, use the two guns that hit the least frequently. So I think I'm gonna go with rifles and shotguns, or rifles and assault rifles, and then
Gotcha.
just add an extra True Patriot
Yeah.
so I
All
can get full
right.
flag.
Have you messed around with Diamondback at all?
No, I don't have it yet.
I like it a lot.
Good. All right, I am here.
Sweet.
Pushing.
I love being able to one-shot tons of people.
Hive is up.
Cool.
Watch your left.
Yeah, I see.
Got him. The MK17 is my current gun that I'm running. It's pretty good. It's a rifle. Basically like a SCAR that's a semi-automatic. And I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice.
But I do still have Motherly Love equipped. Just because I didn't have time to change anything out. And I didn't see the gloves that I wanted to switch in.
Are you still running the BTSU data gloves at all?
No, they don't work with the type of skill build that I'm running. Because those are all about more active offensive thrown skills. And of course, utilizing conditions.
Yeah.
And I just don't do any of that.
See, I really want to make like a status effect build viable.
I
So
mean, I basically gave you the template. My
yeah, I
my
liked
iPhone,
what,
yeah,
yeah, I liked what you were doing with that. I
it
used to
worked really
have that.
well.
Well, I used to have that flame build that I did that I really
Hmm.
liked, but they
Yeah,
actually it doesn't exist anymore because of the way they changed around gear sets.
is the way they change
Um,
around gear sets or the stacking talents?
no, it's not the stacking talents. So the named gear sets. Which one was it? It was using ongoing directive, and
Gotcha.
ongoing directive no longer provides additional fire damage,
Hmm.
which makes me do like 25% less damage.
Yep. What build are you running right now?
Critical hits.
Fun.
Yeah. So it runs Diamondback because that's a guaranteed crit on whatever my marked target is, and then ups the crit chance.
Bars.
And yep. And then it runs the sniper turret to kind of help me pick off enemies. And SMGs is the secondary, which is really nice.
Right.
And then just chem launcher for survivability.
Yep. Let me post to the Discord, because I've not done that yet.
I always forget to do that to our Discord.
Give me just a sec, sorry.
No, you're good. So what do I need for this build? Oh, I actually do need Wyvern pieces, which is what this area provides. That's awesome.
How about that?
Rifle damage, that's
What
good.
Wyvern pieces are you looking for?
Pretty much any, because I would go full 3-piece Wyvern.
Are you sure it's not Alps here?
Wyvern is this zone. Maybe this mission is something different.
Because I just got 2 Alps pieces, and they looked like they were targeted.
Oh, well. Let's see.
And now that you've spent more time with the new system, how do you feel personally about talents not stacking anymore?
I don't know how I feel about talent stacking. I do know that it's really screwed me over on one of my builds that I'm going to have to basically reconstruct.
I think everybody that spent a significant amount of time in this game before that got screwed over with at least one of their builds.
I'm okay with it though, because I do think it's better for the game long term.
Yes.
It's just unfortunate that they couldn't have
done it sooner.
Or made it do that from launch.
Right.
Let's see. Okay.
That's how I feel about it. I think that it's one of the more healthier changes for the game, because they were setting such a precedent where anything they came out with from this point on wouldn't matter if you could just stack the same OP talent on everything over and over again.
Yeah, I think it only so the build of mine that it screws up is my tech tank build.
Vampire build. Oh, tech tank, really?
Yeah. Well, any of my tanky builds, because the armor talents don't stack.
Right.
Which is
also Kolov, in case I didn't say hi. Hey.
That was a quick fight.
How's it going, Kolov? Aside from being sad that Spooky Month is over.
What did you guys end up doing for Halloween?
What did we do for Halloween?
I'm gonna die. Yay, this big pile of money will save me. Ouch. Or not.
Just crawl back.
I know, that was my own stupid fault, so I deserve to die, actually.
For Halloween, we ended up going over to Joseph and Alyssa's and watching a movie, I think. What else did we do on Halloween?
You watched The Quiet Place with the girls, didn't you?
No, they were doing that while we were hanging out with Joseph and Alyssa.
Oh, okay.
They wouldn't wait for us. Yeah, I just convinced Mom and Dad to let them watch it, and they seemed to really like it.
Yeah, Laura said it was scary.
Dad apparently missed the beginning.
Oh,
Like missed the first 10, 15 minutes, and
well,
I was just
that's a
like,
little important.
yeah. I was like, how could you miss that? That's like one of the most crucial scenes to the theme of the movie.
Did you see that movie in theaters?
Yes.
I did too. It's one of the best theater experiences I've ever had.
Yeah.
Because
When
like
Dad walked
dead
in-
silence.
Yeah, when Dad walked into the living room, apparently he said, "Someone turn up the volume," and they were like, "Dad, it's up."
That's funny. Well, it was a new kind of movie, really. Like
It was.
President out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president
My boss is letting me keep 2 1-pound bags of candy corn. Why would you keep that much candy corn?
so. Are you gonna burn the candy corn?
Yeah, like that's
Candy
about
corn
all
is
it's
not for eating. I mean, unless you like torturing yourself.
Yeah, unless if you're a masochist.
Yeah. But hey, if that's what you're into, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
He says to eat. Kolov's Russian though, so he's made of sterner stuff.
I guess so. I'm not man enough to eat candy corn.
To scare my child. That's funny.
Oh yeah, we have to get to the opposite side and hook into the terminal. I always get this confused with the invaded version of the mission where you
Yeah, me too.
are stuck on this other side.
You know what, for me, was probably, you mentioned most memorable movie-going experiences. I don't know if you saw this, but Dunkirk.
I did not see it in theaters. I
Oh my gosh.
actually, scratch that. I haven't seen it.
Crap. It is so intense. And it's incredible. It's a great movie. Like, it is one of those movies where, like, I legitimately don't know. Can you get out of cover for, like, just a second?
I'll just move up.
Thank you. I just needed to put my turret down. But Dunkirk in theaters was really good. It was way more intense. I don't know. I definitely recommend seeing it because it is one of those movies that, like, it's not your typical World War II movie. Actually, it was World War One.
But I mean, you know how I love a good war movie.
Well, and it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I also love Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it's very.
Because it's like filmed in a weird way, isn't it? Like
it is.
Like Memento was done in reverse or whatever.
Yeah, the whole, without spoiling anything, Dunkirk, because, you know, Christopher Nolan, in all of his movies, there is the theme of time. Well, not all, but probably most, where he just loves to play with the concept of time. And Dunkirk, it tells several different stories that take place at different times, and it's like they're all coming to a head. And like in the soundtrack, they incorporate the sound of like a ticking clock, and I think Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack. Of course he did.
Well, he did the Batman soundtracks too, and all of those have like a weird theme to them.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer is to Christopher Nolan what John Williams is to Lucas and Spielberg. Well, I guess kind of Spielberg.
Mostly Lucas though.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you. This is a bit sidetracky, but me and the kids watched Star Wars Episode 1 this weekend.
Yeah. How was it?
It was great. I mean, you know, so the reason I picked Episode 1, because, you know, Grayson's been like really wanting to watch Star Wars. He's been asking for months, and I was like, you know, I'd like to start with the original trilogy because that's what I started with, and I think he'd like those. But I mean, then he's really into like race cars and stuff like that. So I was like, you know,
Right.
the pod race. He loves Yoda. Yoda's in that one. You know, it's got the starfighters, the good lightsaber battles. I think if I had to pick one, and it's not too serious either. Like Jar Jar Binks is silly and stupid, and, so he got a little giggle out of that. So I thought it would be the best one to start with.
I think it's better to start with the prequels because they do have a bit of tonal weirdness.
Well, the problem with all the prequels, though, is that, like, episode 3 is dark.
Yeah, it's my favorite one.
Well, but, like, not for children dark.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely
like,
not.
Anakin literally walks in and murders a bunch of kids. So, you know. But the other reason was, like, pacing-wise, you know, episodes 4, 5, and 6 are much slower. And so for
Right.
for a 4-year-old or
attention,
not
yeah.
even 4-year-old, it's a little tough to keep their attention.
I think it's also important to start with those movies because it's the cool thing to hate the Star Wars prequels. Just because, you know, people like Red Letter Media made fun of them a lot, and so it's the cool thing to be like, oh, the prequels are terrible. They're not good movies. They are good movies. They just
There are
suffer from-
there are a lot of bad things about them, though. I mean, after watching episode 1, if Jar Jar and the Gungans had been completely cut from the movie, it would have been a better movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Also,
Same with
the
midichlorians
the,
and
yeah, the midichlorians, the Duel of the Fates lightsaber battle, while it is beautiful as like a choreographed dance, as a sword fight,
Well, I mean, they haven't gotten any better at that. If you watch fight analysis of like the throne room scene from Last
Oh, I
Jedi
know.
that everyone loves, like it's no better. And so like I
one of the better saber battles is probably the one at the end of episode 3, the one at Vader versus
Mustafar,
yeah, the Mustafar one's pretty interesting.
yeah.
The one at the end of episode 6 with Vader and Luke is
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, Duel of the Fates is cool because you got the double-bladed lightsaber and the two guys on one, and that's pretty neat.
And the music. They
The
could put
music
anything to
is
that music
the
and it
music
would've
is great. I just, you know, the more you watch that scene, the more it's like you know, it's a beautiful scene and like it looks like a dance.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you just look at the way they swing their lightsabers, where they're swinging at the other person's lightsaber, not at their body, as if they're trying to kill them. You probably
So-
watched the same fight analysis that I watched.
So, to me, I give. This is one of the times where I like try to explain that away with Star Wars lore, because like, I think that a way to explain why battles in the originals felt so different from battles in the prequels, obviously, is because technology allowed for much different things, but also when the Jedi were at their peak, there was much more of a refined approach to combat, and it definitely felt more like watching people who, like, combat was more of a dance. There were like 7 different styles that Jedi and Sith would fight in, and then you got Luke fighting against Vader, and Luke doesn't know how to fight with a lightsaber. He swings it like he would to save his life because that's all he knows how to do it.
Sure.
So.
Well, and
Like,
I
to
mean, you know,
me-
as much as you dislike the new movies, the way Kylo wields his lightsaber is also like that, which I do like. He wields it. He wields it like a child.
Yeah, I don't mind. There are certain things with the new movies that I don't have a problem with. I think that the choreography is overrated just because people are saying that like that. Seriously, that throne room fight scene, people acted like it was the second coming.
I
Last Jedi came out.
I actually liked the scene with Luke and Kylo on Crate better.
I hate that scene because of the context. But
Well,
I liked
I-
the confrontation.
I liked the confrontation and the way that Luke just totally schooled him. I thought
I
that
like
was
that
I
too.
thought that was cool.
It was, but I have a hard time. And
I get-
that's kinda Star
I
Wars in a
get-
nutshell for me.
I get
Yeah.
where you're coming from. I mean, you know, my thing is like, you know, I'm not gonna crap on people that like whatever they like
Right,
because I don't want people to crap on the things that I like.
right.
You know, so I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
if you like the prequels, if you like the sequels, whatever.
Yeah,
I
and
have my opinions.
I-
You can have yours. That's whatever.
right. I don't judge anybody for liking the new movies, but the only time I'll judge you is when you don't let me have the opinion that I'm letting you have.
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, the nice thing that I will say about about Star Wars having a renaissance is like it's something that I can share with my kids, which is really important. Like if, you know, I've been actually thinking about taking Grayson to go see the new movie.
Right.
I don't think that I will because I still think he's a little young, but like just having the option of going to see a new Star Wars movie for the first time together, that's a really cool concept.
Right. Yeah.
Because I remember when I saw my first Star Wars movie in theaters, and that was cool.
It was.
Oh god, I just got blinded.
The hive is up, by the way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of take residence over here, and then toss out my turret.
I'm gonna kind of do what you're doing. I'm gonna try to set up a line to be held.
Yeah, this is a long fight.
Well, hopefully I can keep... I know you're using a sniper turret, but I'll at least be able to keep it healed.
Come on. Oh god, I actually love Diamondback. It's really good now.
Yeah.
It's a little random because of the way that it marks enemies.
Yeah.
But if you shoot at your marked enemy, it'll kill purples with a single shot. Wow, that was easy.
I think you were thinking of the invaded version.
The invaded
that was
version takes
really
freaking
long.
forever.
Yeah.
That must be what I was thinking of.
Kolov says Men in Black 3 is the best Men in Black. Are you sure about that?
Which one is Men in Black 3?
Time travel.
I have not seen that one.
It is, in my opinion, not a good Men in Black movie, but it's still a fun movie because like it doesn't focus on aliens as much as it does its time travel story, and that just feels weird as a Men in Black movie.
Yeah.
Like, show me weird aliens doing weird things and all that kind of stuff, not try to justify time travel and whatnot. That's just
Sure.
my opinion, though. Alright.
Okay. Let's
Where to
do...
next?
Well, we were just talking about the data gloves. So why don't we do Camp White Oak?
Sure. Do you not have the
No,
gloves?
I don't have them.
Oh,
I never got them.
interesting. You put us on challenging?
No, but I can.
Yeah, be challenging. We can take it.
No, that's why I was asking if you had them, because I want them.
Yeah, I have them. That's because remember.
Yeah, I
we
remember
made
when
that
we ran
Riot
it
Foam
together.
build. Yeah. And they're good, but like they just
Well-
have a very specific purpose.
Sure. But something I would like to do is I'd love to get a build going that does status effects. Maybe Riot Foam, maybe something different, but I think that would be really fun.
In my personal opinion, if you're running a status effect build, like a build that benefits from when enemy has status effect, you would be foolish to not run Riot Foam Chem Launcher. Because it's just so frequent that you can use it, and Riot Foam is such a useful debuff.
Yeah.
But the blinder Firefly is not a bad idea. It just takes more effort.
Sure. Alright. Let me see. Oh, whoops. That's not the button I wanted. Oh my god. There we go. Nope.
Kulov's favorite sport is hockey. I enjoy watching hockey. I've only watched one game, but it's entertaining.
Alright, it's on challenge.
Excellent.
And we'll probably call the stream after this. I know that'll be short, but
Well, that's a pretty long mission.
I need to actually like plan these streams a little bit better.
Yeah, that's alright.
What's your status? Unit 2.
Oh, two-shot that guy.
Flag task force said charges on the bridge. They weren't taking chances. Gotta press on. You're headed for a small dam just north of
Right.
your position.
Hive is up. It should give you disrupt immunity if you move a little bit more to the left. Your other left.
Sorry, I don't know what was going through my head right there.
There
Hey,
you go.
Kaylin.
There you go. Oh, hey, Kaylin.
Kaylin says, great 24-hour. Glad you held in.
And Kaylin was there for all of it, again.
The whole thing?
Pretty much the whole thing, yeah. There were a few times where he was out for like 10 minutes or so, but he was a trooper.
Did you get any sleep throughout the thing, or?
I got about an hour nap, and Jake got about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But
it
we
was
had
just-
so many issues.
It was just the two of you, right?
Yes.
Well, I tried to peek in for a little bit and ended up catching you guys right when you were having issues with, I think it was, what, Humans Fall Flat? Or
Yeah. Yeah. So the church just got a new firewall, and it is a very strict firewall. Like, it blocks any website or communication to and from any website outside of North America.
wow.
So we learned, and this was my mistake because I knew this like the day before and I didn't think of how that would affect game servers. Because streaming wasn't the problem. Like, getting to YouTube wasn't the issue, because surprisingly it actually let us go through. But the problem was we couldn't connect to any game servers. So, like, we tried to do Far Cry Arcade, but we couldn't connect to Far Cry Online. So, for the first 3 hours or so, I was off camera learning more about IT than I've ever learned in my entire life as I tried to scramble together how to actually tamper a firewall.
Isn't that your
I was up.
job, though?
I'm not IT. No,
You guys have an
I'm-
IT guy?
no. We have a couple church members that we pay like contract work to. So, like, if we have an issue, we bring them out, pay them an hourly fee.
Gotcha.
Because for us, there really is no sense in having a dedicated IT person that we pay full time. But my job is, I'm the first line of defense when it comes to IT, which basically means if someone's having an issue accessing their email or getting into their computer, I come and I try the basic lines of defense, and if it's something that's above my pay grade, that's when they call in the other guys.
Sure.
So I'm not very much of an IT guy. But this was like finding the router IP, getting the admin credentials, going in and seeing what the content filter was blocking and what our region lock was. Like, just a bunch of stuff that
Wow.
is pretty deep.
Yeah.
And I got us about 70% of the way. The last 30% was our PlayStations couldn't join or host a public or a private match, so we couldn't play Human Fall Flat with another PlayStation. We had to do it split screen, so we were restricted to mostly split screen games,
Oh.
which it worked out in the end, I think.
I mean, you guys ended up raising a lot of money, and that's ultimately what matters. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I would love for us to do an Extra Life stream. I just don't think the other guys could hang.
Right.
Because I think probably I could probably make it work. Just for
Honestly,
like one day.
It goes by so fast. like for me, by the time it was done, and Jake kind of felt the same way. He was saying like he could have gone longer if we needed to.
Yeah.
But obviously, by the time I got home and where a bed was, as soon as I hit the pillow,
Oh, you
like,
just crash. Yeah.
I crashed totally. It was the first time that I've gone to bed before Anna, which was weird. But
Yeah, because you guys ended up doing it different from last time, right? You started in the morning and ended it.
we started
the
at
night
7
before.
p.m.
And the last time you started in the morning, though, didn't you?
like 10 p.m. It
Oh,
was
you-
like 10 or 12,
okay.
something like that. So we started much later in the night, so we finished much later in the night, which helped us on the front end because we had more time to set things up. But on the back end, it was like, good Lord, kill me now. Because I had church the next morning.
Right.
Well, Kolov, I actually asked about you a couple times in the stream. You can ask anybody. I was like, "Where's Kolov? I wonder." I haven't heard from him. Because I was really impressed with our viewers because we did not drop below like 5 or 6 viewers, but maybe 3 different times in the stream. We were at 8+ for almost the entire thing, which blew me away. Like,
Kaylin asks if you drank any caffeine. Sorry, Kaylin. I've not been paying attention to your posts. I apologize.
did I drink any caffeine? I had 1 or 2 Mountain Dews, I think, and just a lot of water. Also,
No
I found
coffee.
this random shit.
Are you not a coffee drinker?
I'm still not a coffee drinker. And I mean, considering the shift that I worked at Channel 16,
Yeah.
and it still didn't make me drink coffee, I don't know what will.
Yes, Kaylin, you're watching FFG. You're not on Chortle. I see now where you intended to be. You're welcome
was
here,
Kaylin?
though. He's commenting. He's commenting on this video, thinking that it's Chortle.
Bless you, Kaylin.
I'm hurt, Kaylin. I know where you thought you were.
I really need to get rid of some of these mods. There's Kaylin. Hey.
Yeah, he was commenting for you to tell me hi. And I was like, well, that's a little weird.
That's funny. Okay. Sorry, I had to deconstruct some more stuff to make room for another Hive mod.
You're good.
Hive's up. Minigun's open.
That's no good. Big guy's coming out.
Yep. Oof. Do you see the Grenadier anywhere? That's what's messing me up.
Let me look. I think it's that mini tank.
Really?
They do lob grenades.
I didn't notice that, Kalen. Was it only in the, like in the archived version, or was it desynced live as well? And yeah, I will tell him to check his Discord. Oof. What's the stupidest movie you ever watched? Definitely The Dead Undead.
I have a few answers for
Yeah.
that question. The
Skyline
Room,
is probably a close second.
The Room is an obvious one, but it's
Right.
so bad it's good.
Yeah. The Room aged very well just because it's so entertaining.
The other one of the other answers I can think of. Do you remember the cartoon Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah. The Bashki version.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I remember because it was rated like G or PG, the fight scenes are just like a red background with shadows running across.
Yeah, I think when Boromir died, like it was literally just a mass of bodies that just had their arms moving and arrows were flying out of it.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. I got you, Kalen. Yeah, Jake mentioned it to me. I think this morning. So he may have already seen your message. I don't know. But no, The Dead Undead is a movie. It's by one of those production companies that makes straight to Redbox movies. You know?
Yeah.
Or honestly, probably sci-fi original movies. They probably strive for that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well.
So, The Dead Undead is about this group of teenagers that goes to a cabin in the woods, because of course they do, and they find out, oh my gosh, there are vampires here. And the vampires are like, oh my gosh, there are things even worse here. And you find out that the group of vampires is a elite group of kill team vampires hunting these things called ZVs. Zombie vampires.
Of course.
Of course. What else would they be? And one of the lines from the movie is actually said like very straight-laced. They're zombie vampires. We call them ZVs. Stands for zombie vampires.
Wow.
It was bad. It was pretty bad.
Well, you know, the thing is, there's a market for that kind of movie. Like not
yeah.
the zombie vampire thing, but like the just terrible, stupid movie. People love that
But the
stuff.
thing
I mean,
is,
think
like-
about Sharknado. How many movies have they made?
Oh yeah, 5. But
Okay. I thought you might
the
know.
thing is
answer.
about, well, I mean, I actually just saw, I think yesterday, I don't even know if the number is actually 5, but I know that they planned for the 5th one, I think, to be the last one, and it's like a time-traveling Sharknado or something, because I saw the...
That's about the only thing they haven't done.
Right. But this movie, the Dead Undead, they didn't have the charm that Sharknado has. And yes, Sharknado does have charm because it's fully aware of what it's doing. I don't know if the Dead Undead was fully aware of what it was doing.
You know, the main character is it Tara Reid? It was
She's one of, yeah.
Jordan's sister in Scrubs.
Yep, Danny.
Yep. Kim hates her. Her voice is so grating.
Oh yeah. Tara Reid is one of the most hated actresses on the planet, and I mean, I'm not a fan, but I don't understand why everyone hates her so much. Because there are worse actresses out there.
Well, and I think for the part she played in Scrubs especially, like, you're supposed to dislike her. That's kind of
Right.
the point.
Yeah, she was fine in Scrubs.
Ah, crap. I'm bleeding out.
Alright, I'm coming around.
There's a mini tank over here, a dog, so.
Just crawl. I've got shock rounds, so I'll try to stun it.
Well, I keep forgetting to, like, play like I can be killed, instead of playing like one of my tanks.
Yep. I think there's an elite engineer somewhere, because they got an elite mini tank.
Got a grenadier, too.
Yeah, let's swing right. Oof.
Why that? That's so dumb.
I'm down 2. That's it. Stupid. I didn't put $7 in for swears, Caitlin. Jake did. I did not. I didn't put anything in for swears because I didn't say any of the swears. But if I need to put in some on Jake's account, even though he's already paid, I'll do it. I just didn't know that was including me.
It's funny that you guys did a swear jar.
Yep. Kalen kept track of everything.
Nice.
I'm not fully convinced that Kalen's not actually a supercomputer that is designed to keep track of certain things. Because Kalen, before, like, the week leading up to Extra Life, sifted through all 24 hours of last year's footage and made, like, a compilation of, like, every pie to the face. I think he tried to make a swear counter. Just above and beyond, like Kalen does. Oof.
Oh my god.
We need to take it slow. Make them come to us. Alright, turrets up. Stand by for Hive.
My turret's up as well.
Jump for the drones.
Ugh, freaking grenadier. You want, do you know what Diamondback's passive is? It's equipped. For every shell you reload gives you like a 25% armor boost.
Huh.
So it's really good because like I can basically like triple my armor while I'm reloading.
Right.
Because it counts every shell, not
Right.
Come on, there we go.
You push into the wall.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see my health bar, but it goes like way up when I reload.
Yeah. Did you ever end up giving Inside Number 9 a shot?
No.
That was that British show like Black Mirror I told you about.
Yeah. No, we hadn't really started any new shows lately. We did tonight watch the very first episode of the His Dark Materials series on HBO.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Do you remember the book The Golden Compass?
Yes.
It's that series.
Okay.
The Golden Compass book was quite good. I read it probably 8 or 10 years ago. It's got the series has James McAvoy in it.
I do love James McAvoy.
He's I wouldn't say he's the lead because the lead is like the main character's a little girl. I got burned.
Crawl.
Guy's swinging right on you. Hey, Vlad.
Hey, Vlad. Did
Oh.
he comment better channel on your side, too?
Yeah, he did.
I figured.
20 seconds and I'll get a respawn. All you gotta do is live. 15. Are you gonna rocket them? Hey, Dan.
Yes. Didn't mean to rocket that one, and it totally backfired.
Surely your Division character's not gone, Dan. Those should be on the server, right, Steven?
Yeah, those are server. They should be on the cloud.
Yeah, so Dan, those should be on the cloud. You should be able to... So Dan had a PS4 error where he had to reinitialize his PS4, and he said he lost
the squirrels
his...
get to that too?
He says he lost all his saves. He lost his Division characters, his Borderlands character.
So the trick to that is if you ever lose anything on your PlayStation that should be cloud-based, press options on the game at the main menu, like at your PlayStation home screen, and select upload, download, save data.
And then, and then obviously
yeah.
select the download option, and you should be able to down.
It should show you the most recent cloud save.
He says he has 0% cloud saves, but the Division specifically, everything's on the server. It's not...
right.
Nothing is saved to your PlayStation
Yeah.
for your
It's
characters.
like with Destiny. That should all be something that is saved no matter what. I haven't pre-ordered Last of Us Part 2. I don't know if I will.
When does it come out?
It was they announced it for February, and then like 2 weeks later they pushed it to May. Rocket's out.
Oh, he's
I'm
already
just gonna
dead.
pretend that my rockets are what killed him. I did
Okay.
it all by myself.
All right, your rockets are what killed him.
Yeah, I know.
Great rockets.
Thanks.
What 2 games did you re-download, Dan? I don't know anything about Borderlands, so I wouldn't know on that one.
Borderlands is not cloud-based, or at least Borderlands Handsome Collection was not. I don't know about 3.
Surely, most games nowadays are cloud-based.
You'd think so, but it's mainly just games that
That are online.
that are always online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 42% skill haste on a holster.
Have eyes on Ellis.
Yeah, Dan, I totally get that. That sucks.
Well done, Kalen. Proud of you. Sorry.
I forgot this whole section of this mission. You're right, this is a very long mission.
All of the new missions are pretty lengthy. Hive up.
Borderlands 3 and Outer Worlds were the 2 that he re-downloaded.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Outer Worlds is not cloud-based.
That really sucks.
Yeah. But if you have it set to do so, which I haven't set it to do this, so I assume it's default, PlayStation should upload your saves like all the time. So even though they aren't based in the cloud, PlayStation should have been sending all of your saves to the cloud for backups. So you should be able to access them. And if you can't, like, access them now, I would contact somebody over at Sony and just tell them, hey, I'm not seeing any of my cloud saves, because those should have been made and should be out there somewhere. You just may not be able to see them right now.
Yeah, I would definitely try to look into that, because that's a real bummer.
Especially for those games. Outer Worlds and Borderlands, especially, I would hate for you to have to restart on those.
Well, I mean, do you even restart at that point, or do you just kind of call it a lost cause and
Yeah, pretty much.
never play them again?
With something like Division, yeah, you pretty much just never play it again. Outer Worlds isn't as bad because it's such a wide open game to where you can just be like, ah, I guess I'll do a punching character this time.
Yeah, I just don't. For a game, a single player game like that, like, I guess I'm trying to think
Hey,
of
your
a.
bro.
Oh,
I
come
don't
on,
know,
come on.
your bro. I'm not the one that wore makeup. That was Jake. He's not here in this stream.
Yeah, Dan, I know your work schedule's pretty busy right now, so
Oof.
that's just kind of the icing on the crap cake, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Ouchie.
Thank you for the heal.
You're welcome.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Well, Dan, it's nice to see you on the stream, even if it is to deliver bad news. That sounds pretty sucky.
Yeah.
Why is it telling me to go back this way? Now it's telling me to go this way. God, game, make up your mind.
Just follow your heart. So I found a Lord of the Rings meme page on Facebook, and it's been the greatest thing ever. Because they post so many different memes, and
Probably similar to the Reddit page.
I'm sure they pull it straight from the
There
Reddit page.
are a lot of memes on the Reddit page.
Oh yeah, but this way I don't have to lower myself to actually being on Reddit, so I can just stay on Facebook.
I actually like Reddit most of the time. I mean, it's got its negative parts, just like any social media site.
I have a really bad taste in my mouth of Reddit because of certain people in my life.
Well,
So I just want nothing to do with it.
yeah, fair enough.
Don't mind me just doing inventory management back here. You alright up there?
I mean, they're shooting at me and will probably kill me very shortly.
Yep, I'm with you.
Guy to the left.
Yep, I'm going for the grenadier.
They EMP'd us.
Did they?
They tried.
Yeah, they did.
So, there's a character in Rainbow Six Siege that his I guess his thing is an EMP grenade. That's his gadget. And you imagine like an EMP character is gonna be like some tech savvy young whatever dude.
Right.
This guy, his character design is he's a grumpy old man that hates technology.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so he basically his whole motto is 6-inch blade never goes offline. So he basically EMPs people, because he hates tech. It's pretty funny. He's this grumpy like guy from the UK with like a Scottish or deep British accent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I unlocked him the other day.
I love it.
When you get when you finally get into Rainbow Six, you need to remember to to get your free Division 2 charms and weapon skins. Because any other Ubisoft games, pretty much like Assassin's Creed,
Right.
I think there's Watch Dogs. There may be, because Watch Dogs is one of their games too, right?
It is.
Any of their games, pretty much, you can get little charms to put on your guns if you own that game. I actually have a weapon skin from Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, we're nearing the end of the mission. I
I was
love.
very glad that the pie was not a hot item this year, Kalen, because Jake and I both agreed that even the one pie that we got felt as bad as the multitude that we got last year.
Yeah, I wish I'd had more time to watch the stream. It was just a busy weekend for us. I think I told you I went to an airsoft event on Saturday, the zombie event,
Right.
and then
I'm
obviously,
pulling back. I'm gonna take
yeah,
the high ground.
yeah, and then we obviously had like stuff with the kids and
Right.
all that. So
What's up?
thanks.
Ooh, they totally got around us.
Where the hell are they? Oh my god.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
That is such BS.
It was a dog.
I'm gonna actually crawl back into the building.
Why aren't you locking? Am I out of range? I'm coming for you.
I'm hiding behind a curtain. They'll never find me here.
Move forward. Oof.
God, those things hit hard.
I hit harder. Alright, I'm gonna get your turret boosted.
More enemies coming in.
Call out the boss when he drops in.
Enemies dropping right on us.
Grenade. Kill the grenadier.
They're blind.
Nicely done. Mop them up. I'm gonna take the left.
They're already dead.
Okay. There's a grenadier to the left that's got, I think, one flag on him. Ooh, good hit with that turret.
Yeah, that turret takes a little finesse because you have to make sure that their head's peaked,
Right.
but it's pretty solid otherwise. Last enemy is just the boss.
Okay.
There we go.
My rockets did it again.
Yeah, they sure did. What powerful rockets you have.
Yep.
Back to themselves. There's gonna be a lot of useful intel there. We can take our time picking through it.
That's pretty good, I guess. Alright. Well, I think that is where we'll probably call the stream. So thank you everybody for watching. I think our crew's going to be back tomorrow with some Realm Royale. Steven, I assume you guys have stuff going on all week.
Well. One sec, sorry, I'm looking at things. We do have stuff going on. We just aren't quite 100% sure what that stuff is yet, because we are going to have a stream on either Tuesday or Thursday, and then we're going to have a Let's Play on Wednesday, which the plan right now is that it'll be a highlight video of what we did for Extra Life.
Cool.
But we will also be streaming Friday and Saturday. I'm not sure what those games will be. If Jake and I stream together on Friday, it might be something like Far Cry Arcade, because we owe you guys one of those. But I'm at the point where I think we're both at this point where we're still kind of recovering from Extra Life. And this has been a hectic week for me, or hectic weekend for me specifically because of some stuff at work. and it'll continue to be a hectic week. And I'm also looking towards the next forward compatible, which might be next week.
Oh,
So, yeah,
Cool.
a lot of stuff going on, but just maybe not this week. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Follow both Chortle Games and Friendly Fire Games on Twitter. We both have Discords. You can check those out, I'm sure. And otherwise, we will catch you guys later.
Bye, everybody.